time.
we are all, I think we are all caught up in this whirlwind of the
Here,
pandemic, and it is just never ending, and we are all just wanting to get out of it, and that's where you learn that we have different variants coming in, and you start worrying if the vaccines that you have will be effective enough to combat the mutant variants. And yeah, so I think we are all constantly being caught in this anxiety, and what's going to happen next in the world, right? So in the world that we are living in right now, yeah, coming to the power of words, right? The power of words, the words that we speak, that can have on people. So, and also your book, right? B. So tell us about that, and also people who actually buy your book. The proceeds will go to the organization, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
a
The
portion,
development,
a portion. Yeah, yeah. I've got
yeah,
dogs to feed,
portion
so
of
I'm
it
gonna
will be going.
yeah, but a portion of my proceeds
Correct.
go to the foundation.
Correct. A portion of your proceeds is going to the Desire to Inspire organization. So tell us about the book, and why did you write it? Because the last time when we speak about your book, we spoke about, um, if I'm not mistaken, we spoke about Recipes of Being, The Power of Seven, and that was the book that you wrote with several other authors, around the world, and you just get connected online. You told me that, the people just somehow rather got connected to you and wrote the book. So for B right now, where did you get the idea to write the book, and especially the power of words, right?
Yeah, well, I love that question. Thank you for asking. So I read something many years ago, and it was a father who wrote like 4 or 5 different things that he wants his daughters to know if he's ever not here. You know, and I read that, and that really like hit my soul, because I was like, if I'm no longer here, what are the things that I want to make sure my daughters understand about this world? And, so I wrote a bunch of quotes, and I asked some friends for some quotes about, what advice would you give to your kids and things like that. And I, I was trying to categorize that and try to like figure it out. Like, how do I like present that? And I thought, well, there's the 7 deadly sins. We've heard about the 7 deadly sins.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I feel very strongly about is, instead of telling people what not to be, I want to inspire people to be their best selves. So my book is about 7 words that I think if we all chose to be in the world, we would live our happiest, most fulfilling lives. So I chose 7 words
Mm-hmm.
that I thought that these are the words that I hold most dear to me. And um, and I wrote it essentially for my daughters, because if I'm no longer
Mm-hmm.
here, they pretty much know who I am, but just, there are certain things that I want them to understand about the world, and that love and kindness, like at the end of the day, love, kindness, gratitude, being genuine, being strong, being inspired, being happy, those are all things that if we are very cognizant of and aware of in our life, like, we can live our greatest lives. I want them to look at that and not look at like any of the negative and any of the icky, because there's always the negative and icky that happens in our lives. There's always going to be loss. That is part of life. There's always going to be some
Mm-hmm.
struggle. You know, I look at my children in Africa, and the struggles they have are so profound.
Mm-hmm.
So, any of the struggles I've ever had in my life, these are just challenges. They're just like little challenges.
Mm-hmm.
They're not struggles. And I want to share that message with the world. When we think we're having a nightmare day, or the world's so terrible because somebody cuts off in traffic, or, something very insignificant at the end of the day, when you're able to remove yourself and say, I have food. I have water. I am so blessed. This is just like a little annoyance in my life, and I don't have to react to it. I can just say, you know what? I'm blessed, and whatever. That's kind of that mindset shift I want my girls to have, and I want everybody to feel, because life is hard for every one of us. It is. I want us to like focus on the things that bring us joy, that bring us happiness, that we have, like the fact that we woke up this morning and that we have breath in our
Mm,
body. That is gratitude right there. No matter what else is happening in your life. I want to share
mm,
those messages with people, because it really, when I started having that like cognizant thought in my head, instead of just like, going through all the motions and going through the day, when I really got grounded in gratitude and love, that's when my life like changed and opened, and there's no limit to it now.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right. And you also have a journal, right? A coloring journal planner that celebrates life, living a purpose. So this actually comes from the book itself, right?
It was created from the book. That was the spark, and this is the
Mm,
first edition. We have a second edition out. I have it right here, and it's even
mm,
more fabulous than that one. It's got coloring. It's
mm,
color pages, and
mm,
there's colored pages in it, and like all kinds of
mm,
amazing things. We're really proud of this. Deborah Louise Brown is my co-author, my editor, my friend. I call her my mother, my
mm,
sister, my friend. She is an amazing human, and we took what we produced. It was 2 years ago, maybe, and we just like revamped it. We added some new stuff, and it literally helps you like sit there and just kind of journal your own dreams, your own hopes, and kind of like lets you tap into the things that spark you to life, that bring you joy, that bring you the greatest happiness, so that you can too start looking at life the way I changed, the way I was being, into a way that I was living my greatest self. Like I was doing work in the world that I
mm,
love to be doing. I want to help other people get to that place, because I know the transformation that has made my life. And I want to help everybody have that same kind of like, oh, this is amazing.
yeah, yeah, right. And